I'm considering doing the VTube stuff myself, but I need an avatar. I'm not exactly a creative person. Well, I am, but I'm not. I can do the artwork, like all the thumbnails and that I do myself. Well, the Pokemon one, technically the character on the Pokemon cover is actually done by somebody else. I paid somebody to do that for me. Series 3, we haven't actually got a thumbnail for yet. I imagine I'll do that one myself. Series 4, we've already got the... I made the thumbnail for Series 4, and the only reason I did it was because I did the 2 peace signs. I was like, oh, really, that should be Series 4 then, because she's holding up 4 fingers. I'm gonna sneeze. So yeah, most of the thumbnails you see, especially the Terraria ones, I'm making those. Nobody else, it's me. For all the people that turn around and say, oh, is this AI generated? No, it's not AI generated. I make them. And yes, I do put Easter eggs in there. I put lots of Easter eggs in my thumbnails. A little bit of hidden content you can try and see if you can spot. For instance, eagle-eye viewers, you watch us doing the old Ark streams, go back and look at the thumbnails and that, you'll notice the T-Rex I'm riding has 3 legs. Because when I first did it, I actually used, I actually took images of dinosaurs, and, like, partially traced them, so I knew everything was in the right spot, and then once I'd got, like, the sketch work done, I moved on to actually drawing them out for real and such, and doing all the colouring and texturing and blah, 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 blah. And when it came to it, I was like, what dinosaur should I ride? I didn't know whether to do T-Rex, Stegosaurus, Triceratops, blah, etc., etc., etc. I don't really ride those. I ride a Baryonyx, which I couldn't really draw. I was struggling with. Even doing the trace things, I struggled with. That's why you've got the fat little Baryonyx in the background. That's what it turned out looking like. And the other one I suggested was the Pelagonus, but I didn't think that would, like, really speak Ark to people. When you think Ark, you don't think seagull. You think dinosaur. And then Cal, when I asked Cal, oh, which one should I do? He just went, why not do both? So I did both. Did a hybrid. So yeah, that's why it's like that, because the back layer is from the T-Rex, which is why there is no leg on it. And there's no front right leg, because it's the back layer, which, you know, only had the T-Rex bit on it. And the front layer was the Brontosaurus. So when I fused the two together, the front right leg disappeared because of the T-Rex. Front left leg stayed in because it came from the Brontosaurus. And then the back 2 legs came in from the Brontosaurus because I brought in, like, the legs and they were, like, right next to each other on the same layer. It just came in and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna roll with it. And I did, and I'm kind of glad because it's 3-legged T-Rex. It's a new dinosaur. Then you got my fat Baryonyx in the background. Obviously, you got Raven riding a dinosaur. And that's the thing that always gets me is when people say, "Oh yeah, is this AI generated? Did you use AI generator on this? Oh, why is it so AI?" It's like, mate, if this was so AI and it was AI generated and blah 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 blah, like you keep going on about, then guess what? This character wouldn't be the same in every one. Because Raven has always been consistent. If you want to know where I actually get the character model for Raven, blame Mojo. Mojo went out and bought me one of those lifelike action figures made from silicone and such. And it's dressed like Raven. It has little black combats, it has boots, a little purple t-shirt, and a little vest. Surprisingly, the vest actually has a little lightsaber in it. It's Han Solo. But yeah, it's Raven. I mean, the face is a little off. It's a bit mature, like adult Raven. And the other face that we got originally with white hair. It's a lot younger. It has, you know, like the teenage hair, like Raven does. Teenage face like Raven does. The hair's really short. I can't find like a middle ground anywhere. You're totally nice. It's one down. In a while since they've called me again. Sneaking suspicion. Sneaky suspicion. That they have an egg for me. I missed it. So yeah, so essentially he bought me that doll. It's great. I mean, it's soft silicon, so it actually has breasts and has an ass, and they're soft and squishy. It's very weird. It's very detailed as well, especially around front. But because this thing's only like a foot tall, I can't do anything. I don't plan to do it. It's literally dressed. I do not plan to take the clothes off because they're a nightmare to get on and off. It's like trying to dress a toddler. It's so hard. Like having to pull up a little bit on this side, a little bit on this side, a little bit on this side, move it around here, a little bit there, a little bit there, a little bit there. It took me like an hour just to get the combats on it. So it's like, yeah, now you're on off. I mean, we had a joke about, oh, I should get it some underwear. But it's not going commando, and I was like, yeah, I'm not taking her clothes off. Give her a tiny little bra and panties. Because if I do that, I will not be able to get her clothes back on again. Tight as it is. Mostly because he got me a very busty and thick doll. Like, just makes it difficult. But it's a very nice doll. I really like it. So quite often I use that. I pose it however I want it, and then I draw it, or I take photos of it and then use that to digitize it. Admittedly, one of my crows, for those who know my room and what it looks like, how I collect bush and ornate crows. Got like 4 of them now. My most recent purchase, I tried to pose it sitting on it. I broke the crow's legs. I tried fixing it and the legs just keep falling off. So I'm going to need like hot glue or something to fix it now. So I can't do something about the barracks. Oh, fuck me. Second female Togepi. Right, that's the Togepi's done. Now it's just the Eevees. To go swap out the Togetic. I can guarantee they've got an egg. I will put money on it that they've got an egg for me. So that's the 2 Togetics plus the egg I can guarantee is there. Then we're going to drop the Eevees in. Hopefully get these last 2 Eevees before I call the end of this episode. We're already up to like, what, 40 minutes? 42 minutes? Yep, so I knew it. So I want to try and get this episode done in like the next 15. So hopefully, next 15 minutes we can get 2 Eevees out of the way. That's us done. Johto, bye-bye. To stay. Not holding out here. Nope. Draw. Draw. Raise my Jolteon. A second, raise my Eevee. Store. Draw. 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 So now we just need those 2 Eevees. As soon as we get 2 female Eevees, we have all the eggs we need from this part of the game. I'm hoping in the next part of the game, as far as I'm aware, the odds male to female are back to 50-50. It's good, it's bad, it's annoying. Just have 3 eggs. So chances are, whilst we're doing the battle episode, I will be countering an egg. So every step we take is another step towards getting the Eevee. As much as I would love to get these 2 Eevees in this episode, I strongly doubt we're going to get 2 female Eevees in a single episode. I mean, we've had 4 females. 4 out of 6. Totodile. So we're still going to have Totodiles on us. Because we can't control how many eggs there were as soon as if I knew these were Totodile eggs. The moment we got the female Totodiles, I'd release the eggs. that's something you could just do. You can just release an egg and it roll away, I guess. Maybe you go to the top of a hill and just release it and it rolls down the hill. It's like, yeah, be free. It's like, so it annoys me, but it doesn't annoy me because I'm not getting a chance to hatch these eggs. Any in totodiles amongst them, I want to get rid of them. Admittedly, I could use a checker. I could download something to check my ROM and tell me exactly what's in the eggs. I've done it before. Like back when we first got our toe the P, and I was like, "Oh right, did I get male female?" And then I used the checker, and I was like, "Oh, it's male." Fucked up. Do I want to really use it? No, because it's kind of cheating. Because it means then I can literally withdraw an egg from the daycare, load the checker. Is it male female? No. Reload the game, withdraw the egg again, and keep doing it until I get the eggs I want. Yeah, I forgot how fucking much these Eevees just pop out fucking kids. Oh, that's because they're... Right, I know why Eevees pop out so many fucking eggs now. Because they're from different trainers, because I traded an Eevee in, and they're the same species, which means they have every 256 steps we take, they have a 75% chance of popping an egg out. Oh shit, yes, I do want the egg. All I need to do. Eggs to hatch. Give me my 2 female Eevees. Moment now. Wait one. Any moment. Sneaking suspicion. The amount of eggs we got. Actually, no. That would hatch. 1 in 8, 16, 32. We've not had 32 eggs hatch on us yet. Not much you have soon. Come in. Oh, today. Okay. What time? Let me finish this recording. Then we can do it. Let it be like, what, an hour? Yeah, an hour? I don't know what time it is. Okay. I guess you're not doing demonology then. I guess that's not streaming today, then we're.
She's like, issues with anxiety right now, and
okay.
when we ask her about it, they're like,
okay. So, don't put pressure on it. It just tells me if I'm doing Sonic or Thingy today. So, Sonic's tomorrow then. Great. Yeah. Oh, that fixes my plans for today. 12 minutes left on this episode. Do a half an hour of our episode, which I was planning to do anyway. That is me done recording, man. Admittedly, we've got enough episodes right now of this recording to get me through this month. Oh, actually, it's partway through already. It's about 3 weeks. I'm about 3 weeks ahead on hope. Good. Well, yes. Still hatching totodiles. Don't know if we know to release these eggs if we knew really what was what. Oh, cool. Less eggs than we should have. The daycare guy's got an egg, so. Yes. Oh, Have an egg for us? Yep. Right, so yeah, I'm hoping that if you do I've heard you watch my episodes. If you're watching this episode and you got this far, please know that I'm not trying to put pressure on you that case of do I do Sonic today or do I do 7 days? Because I don't want to put Cal through constant streaming to get me content, nor do I want to mess anybody else up. I want to know what my planning schedule is. I'm flexible on stuff. I can literally record anything any day. With, like I say, I'm about 3 weeks ahead. Technically, I'm not with Sonic. Sonic will be 2 weeks ahead. Still, it's plenty of time for me to make new episodes of it. Nobody should ever think that I try to pressure anyone. I put more than enough content. Of this, I put out at least an hour footage every day. As long as I can get 7 hours worth of gaming in each week, I'm pretty good. 7 hours is not a lot to be playing the game for an hour. Most days I can actually get on a game for like 2-3 hours. The hard one will be during this next few weeks back to work. Usually I finish work and I'm tired. I will go to bed almost immediately. I'll wake up about 9, go get me a salad late, and I don't really want staying up all night recording because obviously I've got work the next day. I usually stay up for 2-3 hours, do a recording during that time. The next day I'll do the exact same schedule, but now rather than recording, I'm editing. And it just about keeps me afloat. I actually think that Eevee just got named Space. That'd be a bit of a cool one, wouldn't it? Just you're so worthless to me, we're not even going to give you a name. You're not even going to be called Eevee, you're just Space. Oh. I need you to throw me still. Don't throw me, then I don't go eggs. Not deposit. Not deposit. Come on, EVs. Come on, and female. You two have got the best breeding odds because you're like one of the few pairs we have male, female, and opposite trainers. Yeah, trying to think what's more. So I've got content, so I've got that stuff. Yeah, so faults. We'll talk about faults. Yeah, so sound on that's gone weird on Terraria. I don't know why. I don't understand why it's doing it. I'd like to know why it's doing it. Why? Is it that connection? Is it because it's streaming and is it potentially that the stream and the sound software are on different data rates? I mean, I know. Yeah, I think the sound stuff we use at 24 bits, which is a very weird bits rate to be using. Most places use 16, 32, or 48. We're recording at 24. So that could be it. That could be the big one. Sound. Maybe it's the fact my sound card isn't the best. It's just a cheap sound blaster. I've always put sound card in. If I can, I would try to get sound blasters because they are pretty good, but it's just a cheap one. I didn't go out and go buy a $4,000 sound blaster that can record sound at like fucking 100 and like 256 bits. So it's 4K fucking rating and blah 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 blah. Obviously, I don't need that. Like some kind of sound producer that's making live music. Oh. I just need basic sound software. I can take a mic and record it somewhat decent and output the sound quality to me somewhat decent. Then I wouldn't really hear the difference in sound quality to my headphones. Again, I'm not interested in having super awesome kit. I don't need it. So I'm not a professional streamer. I'm not a professional YouTuber. I'm not planning on making this my day job and trying to earn a living off it. On Twitch right now, I'm close to being affiliated. I don't plan to be affiliated. I don't want to be affiliated in the slightest with Twitch. Why would I want them to advertise me and charge people money to view me and put adverts on my content. I prefer for you to not have adverts, be able to come on and just get your 30 minutes fix, or an hour fix, or 7-hour live stream fix. I don't want people to have to pay to view me. What's the point? I'm basically a dirty pirate anyway. I don't like paying for things, so why would I expect anybody else to pay to watch me play a game I just pirated? I mean, technically, yes, I have pirated this game. I did download this game. I did download an emulator to play it. However, on fairness, within the terms and conditions, I am permitted to do so as a backup, as a digital backup of the content, so that I can't get damage to the original. And I have paid for the original. And as far as I'm concerned, the law probably disagrees. I've paid for the game, and I've paid for the system. I do own a DS. I do own Pokemon Soul Silver. I own them. I've just never played them because I kind of went off Pokemon when I got it. Then I carried on buying Pokemon games. Well, I bought these. I bought Diamond and Pearl. I completed Diamond and Pearl. Diamond and Pearl were the last ones I played. I never actually got around to playing these two. But I do own them. And when it comes to whatever the next generation is, the Gen 5 stuff, I'll probably go buy those games as well. And if I need a console for them, I'll buy the console. So I do legally own them. The law probably says, oh, but you can't have the digital copy as well, because then you can change it like I have done, and I've edited the code to have my own thing. Technically, I've just modded the game. We're allowed to mod stuff. Mods have been a thing in games for centuries. Pokemon might be a bit... They get really strict on that shit. So I hope they kind of appreciate the fact I put my own character in this. It hasn't really changed anything. Yeah, that's all it is. I've basically done it as digital because it makes recording easier. You know how hard it would be to record a Nintendo DS on my computer? I would have to literally have like webcams like floating above it, recording it, hoping I don't get any glare on the screen, just so you guys can watch me play a game. I'm not going to do it. I know when it comes to the Switch and such, I can actually put them through the capture card, so I will be doing that when it comes to the Switch-based games. GameCube. Don't think the GameCube was HDMI. I think that was SCART. So those ones I will probably have to emulate. Not going to get that. I've not got space. And I'm not moving more eggs around. I mean, this episode is practically over. Do more eggs later. So yeah, so those ones will be emulated. Diamond and Pearl will be emulated once I get to DS games. Then I'm not sure what the game is after that. I think is it Black and White? I think it's Black and White's the next ones. Gen 5. Pokemon Gen 5. Yeah, Black and White. I don't own Black and White, so I will go and purchase them, so I own them legally. Then hopefully I'm not breaking the law. As far as I'm aware, I'm not breaking the law. So, to EV, yes, that's what I want. EVs. Email EVs. Stop giving me male ones. Essentially just, I'm going to end this video once all these eggs in my inventory have hatched. Once I've hatched them all, I'll be done. Whether we get the EVs or not. Pokemon Black and White. So what is Black and White on? It's on DS, that's annoying. If it's on 3DS or 2DS, I think it might be. No, it's a DS game. Shit. Right, so essentially then I'm going to have to emulate them. I'll buy them, so I own a copy. I'll be able to show them, like, oh look, I've got a copy of this game! But I'm going to have to emulate them because, once again, it's difficult to do a DS onto these. said I was going to keep going till these eggs hatch. That's how long these take. You've got up to 5 minutes. Just so I can get these eggs out. I might actually release this as 2 half episodes and do like part 1, part 2, release at the same time. Really give it an name to the EV, yes, male. But yeah, I'm going to have to emulate those, and then after X and Y, after Black and White, I think it's X and Y is the next gen. I also need to figure out what's the difference between Black and White 2. There's no way about that. Because if they're exactly the same game and it's just, oh, they updated it and made a 0.2 version of it, which has like less bugs or opens up a new area, then we might just go straight onto 2. I'm carrying 2 EVs. Now we'll go get that egg. Just because we have an open slot as I swap them out, you know, that's on me. So this egg here, this one we're getting right now is the last egg we are hatching. After that, any eggs that that guy wants to offer us will be used for the party as I'm battling. And we'll have to do more episode of running around, I guess, to hatch EVs. So I'll build up some eggs. Oh, not EVs. Yeah, EVs. Great, so we've got a Togepi. We still had Togepi eggs. Yeah, so I need to work out 2 of those, and then it'll be on to playing it. And then as soon as we get to the 3DS generation, I think the 3DS games are available on the Switch. I think. If they are, brilliant, because at that point we will then go on to playing the Switch versions of the game, the live versions with all of the bells and whistles and access to the DS trading center and, well, the Wi-Fi trading center and, you know, Pokemon Home. Pokemon Home will make it so much easier. Because then it won't be a case of, oh, we're trying to finish the Pokedex on this game. It's a case of we're trying to catch everything in that game, and then we're just trying to trade it all into one system, into Pokemon Home, and trying to finish Pokemon Home as quickly as possible. That will speed up the future games a lot, because then, like with this one, we're going to have to use palpark to forward Pokemon from the last generation into this one to finish it. Well, the few Pokemon that I needed, there's not many. I'm not even sure if there's any at all. Deoxys? Maybe? Mew? Definitely. Actually, I think Mew you might be able to get in this game. You might be able to get it from the events. If not, then we'll trade that forward. Check the belts. So Deoxys, Mew. What other ones did we get? I don't remember. I remember. Either way, we'll be looking at those ones, we'll be trading them forward. But imagine if we could just have them in Pokemon Home, then we could just say, look, they're here. Alright, we'll just trade from here into Pokemon Home the Pokemon that are missing, and oh look, Pokedex is now more finished. And that's it, then we can just move on to the next game. So none of this running around with eggs. Well, we'd need to run around with eggs if they're needed actually in the game. So we need to finish the in-game Pokedex as far as we physically can. But, you know, there's no forwarding Pokemon, just so we get that whole, congratulations, you finished up Pokedex! Which we'll never do. We're never going to finish the National Dex until we get to Emerald. Emerald, we will finish the National Dex. Because between what we had on Pokemon Green, the Pokemon you get from the Stadium games, and Pokemon Emerald itself, plus Diamond and Ruby, not Diamond, Ruby and Sapphire, you can get all 3 generations of Pokemon in a single game. Sounds. In fact, it's past time. Jesus Christ, I imagine the 5 minutes. Oh, you lucky people, you got a super long episode. Actually, you're going to get 2 half-an-hour-ish episodes, just so that we can put a break on it, and I will label them as part 1, part 2. I don't really want to put out an hour-long episode, because as we've proven on those analytics that we spoke about before, people aren't going to watch an hour worth of content. A lot of, maybe there's somebody that comes in, it's like, oh, I've got like 20, 30 minutes to spare. That's great. Oh, look, we'll watch this. And then they watch it for 20 minutes, and then they turn it off. That means they've watched a third of the content of the video, and then they might not ever go back to that video again. Whereas if, I put out 2 30-minute videos, then one video, oh look, 2/3 content. Yes, the other one doesn't get a view at all, so its analytics aren't affected, but the other one gets a 2/3 content. And then those who watch both of them, then you add more to my content analytics. And that's what I need. I need the analytics to be like, yeah, you're doing good. You approve of this, because it shows then I'm not wasting my time. Obviously, I was still going to play the game, but the waste of time is the editing side. If people don't want to watch the video, then I might as well just play the game and not record it, and not edit it, and not put it online. I might save myself some time. But then you got that one guy who said, I was dedicated because I've got like next to no subscribers, and I put out like over 500 videos. I think this year alone, on the 2023, and my ad, we're only in July, so January, February, March, April, May, June. We're in the 7th, so we're just over halfway through the year. How many videos are in that playlist at the minute? Playlists. 369. 369 videos this year. Oh, that's like I said, I mostly because I do 2 a day, so we should be getting about 700 videos by year's end. I'll probably get more because I will be adding other things like, once we start 7 days, I will be doing it as a live stream, and then I'll be breaking it down into episodes as well, releasing them. I don't know if I will be releasing it as a daily video or if I'll be releasing it as a every other day video. Just know that they will be released as video content. It could even be that I could do like 1 day a week, do Sundays, replace my inscription. My inscription description needs like 1 more play session and I'm done. You guys would be like, ugh. Yeah, for you guys that would be like 4 or 5 videos. Where I currently am, I'm playing pretty much in the final area. Actually, I think once you've beaten POE03 or O, I think once you've beaten him, I think you have to take on Leshy again, do another run of that. I've been mistaken, but that is literally where I am. I'm taking on P03 right now. So that puts me in part 3 of the game. I'm sure there's only 3 parts of the game. I could be mistaken, there could be 4 parts. But I'm pretty sure there's only 3. One last egg. Gotta be close by now, sure. I mean, I knew you are the newest egg. Sounds. Just waiting on you. I'm hoping it's female. If it's female, happy days. We'll get the flary on this episode. If not, then next episode we will be. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Yes? Ah, all males. No female EVs, so we're gonna have to do another egg episode at some point. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining me. This has been like part 2 of this really long series. And I will see you next episode where we will be finishing off Tyranitar, I guess, and evolving this Hoodab. Anyway, I'll see you all then. Bye!
Who's that Pokemon?